Hey guys, I have had the weirdest set of dreams for 2 nights now, and all around the subject of deuterium. I have only talked about deuterium on my channel, probably mentioned it a couple times, something like that. And in the last Great Awakening video, I talked a bit about water, the significance of water, um, and things like that. But I mean, I've mentioned it here and there, but it's by no means do I have any kind of like attachment to or obsession with deuterium, in particular. For those of you who don't know what that is, I will try to reference a link underneath this video. And when I say try, I might have to I don't know, put it in code, or you might have to get creative with it to try to find it. But I'll at least put like the channel and the name of the video so that you could type it in and find it. You have to be careful. You have to be careful, what links you share and things like that. So deuterium is way worse than fluoride, and it's in our water. And they've been trying to distract us with the subject of fluoride to keep us away from looking at the deuterium in the water. What's crazy is deuterium is a form of hydrogen. Hydrogen, I mean, I just watched a movie last night where hydrogen and soap was combined to create an explosion. So it had The Rock in it. I forget the movie. What was that movie called? I don't know. Anyway, so we are being pumped full of fuel. How do you like them apples? We're being pumped full of fuel that is shortening our lives and poisoning us, basically, is what deuterium is. It's not good for us. It is beneficial to us, like while we're in, while we're in embryo developing. Perhaps we need a little bit of deuterium for whatever reason. It's beneficial to us, at a certain stage, but we have way, way, way too much of it in us right now. And we should be easily able to live. I mean, if we had regular water, and if this hadn't been done to us, we would easily live to like 125 years or something like that. So it's been to shorten our lifespan, give us cancer and all that kind of lovely, wonderful stuff that we just love getting. So, but the dreams that I've been having, it's I mean, a lot of you guys say, like, I dreamt about you and we were doing all this work together. So apparently I'm working on deuterium right now in my sleep state, because it's like I'm examining it. I'm looking at test tubes. I'm looking at, I'm like a scientist. I'm talking about it. People are like, I don't know. So I like somebody made some kind of comment like, I don't know, she's obsessed with flooding waters or something like that. And I didn't comment on the person, but I was kind of like, they don't get it. Like, I don't know. How dreams are just really trippy and really weird. It's just been impressed, like deuterium, 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 deuterium over and over and over. And I'll even like wake up for an hour in the middle of the night and go back to sleep, and it's more and more and more of it. I even woke up, when you wake up and you're like in between asleep and awake. And so you get these messages. I thought deuterium again, and I saw the word big. So I'm like, what is going on right now with this word? And it feels like, because normally, when you're afraid of something, or you'd feel a fear sense around it, or a warning or something like that. And I don't get things like that. I'm not one of those people who pick up on, who get like, what do you call those, like premonitions or whatever, that are like warnings of bad things, or, that really hasn't been my thing. I get those things in my waking state, more or less. I don't get those like in my dreams. So my dreams are a lot more cryptic, unfortunately. I wish I could interpret dreams better. If there are any of you who are a good dream interpreter, please feel free to analyze this, and comment beneath. Yeah, a lot of that when you Google it or DuckDuckGo it or something, usually I don't know. I usually just go with what resonates, when it comes to that stuff, because some of it's like, nah, I don't think so. That doesn't really fit. So, but water is emotions also. So, and I know we're doing a lot of healing right now. We're tackling our biggest demons and we're about to reap our biggest rewards ever in the history of it even being alive or even this planet even existing. So we're about to, experience some extremes from what all the hell that we've gone through. We're about to see the other side, and see the rewards of everything that we've, had taken from us or the pain that we've gone through or whatever. We've got rewards on the other side of this that are also happening soon, very soon. So, and this may be a project for some of you who don't know what you're going to be doing for humanitarianism. This would be an incredible project to learn how to. Deuterium is an amazing energy source that's super clean and massively abundant on our planet. The sea is full of it. It's in our rainwater. You cannot get away from it, guys. Don't think your Kangen water and your alkaline water and reverse osmosis, none of that works. Not even getting glacier water. Glacier water actually from a glacier is the cleanest that you could possibly get. But even a lot of bottled water companies, if you test the deuterium in the water, it's actually just as high as anything else. So they're pretty much lying. But if you can actually get it from a glacier, if you're in Alaska and you can go get it, because the deuterium will freeze. See, I'm like a scientist with it already. It freezes. So the water that's left from a glacier, you can drink and it's a lot better. Anyway, some of you may want to take this on, and maybe that's why I'm supposed to talk about it today or something, is because some of you are actually watching my channel who are going to be the ones who do this. So if you feel passionate about having good drinking water that can make us last a lot longer and give us free energy, help us to have that wonderful free energy we're looking forward to, then we need to find a way to extract the deuterium from our seawater even, and it'll help the fish stay alive longer, and it'll help our plants go longer too. It'll help our animals. It's going to help the whole entire planet to get deuterium out of everything. So if any of you feel passionate about this from me talking about it, then please run with it. So also you guys should know what I mean, I can't even remember the dreams except that the word just, like just acting like some kind of mad scientist. And it's just a constant discussion throughout the whole entire night, like waking up and feeling like I'd been in meetings for hours talking about this stuff. It's so weird. That I can remember, I don't think I've ever had a dream that's like just a continuous dream for days like that before, and it's about something that I don't even usually think about or anything. So it's like, why am I suddenly all obsessed about it in my sleep? It's so weird, right? And I'm not even talking about it in my daily life. I never talk about that subject, except right now, obviously talking to you guys. This is just from learning about it. But also, if you're on my Telegram channel, I just reposted a post that I had talked about it earlier. So if you have not watched that video on deuterium, deteriorate. Deuterium is to deteriorate. Oh, we need to be paying attention to our language. The words that we use are huge. Oh, Lord have mercy. All right. So go. It's only a 20-minute video, you guys. Everybody on the planet should know this. And this is the kind of information that you could spread to your family and friends, and they're not going to get too defensive. Except that it does kind of talk about Q in the beginning. But it kind of, for those of you who are interested in Q and want to know what Q is all about, it does talk about what they believe that is in the beginning. So I don't know. Anywho, ways to lower deuterium in our water. I mean, in our lives, like in our vessels of water. We're human beings, all right? You guys hearing that? We're human beings. We're not vessels of water. But anyway, we do have a lot of water in us. And ways that we can extract it or lower our deuterium levels, just to mention this real quick, is early morning sun exposure, so sun gazing. So just You could get a book on sun gazing if you want to do it properly or whatever. Grounding. One way to ground is to get some bioshields from that med bed company I always talk about. And if you want to get a discount, just go to antiagingbed.com/discount/Amy Satori, and you'll get the discount for that. But go get some bioshields. And a bioshield looks like a big cloth, and it's silver. It's just material that silver is woven into it. But you basically can just put it on areas of your skin and things like that, or just put it on your whole body. I mean, you could get a mattress pad that's a bioshield. They have all kinds of cool stuff like that. But that'll help you ground. Probably an earthing sheet would be okay for grounding. So, but any kind of grounding, eating a clean keto diet would be good for lowering deuterium, and qigong or tai chi would also be good for it, because it would do the same thing for you as sun gazing. It's you're eating chi, which is actually an idea that occurred to me in the middle of the night. With all of this, is I was just like, so what are we supposed to, if we can't drink water, or every liquid pretty much has deuterium, I'm sure, lots of it. What are we supposed to eat or drink, or like, what are we supposed to drink? Sun gazing is one thing that popped in my head before I even did a refresher on all this. So, I'm going to go through and write down some of the weird babble that I did in the middle of the night. Like when I have stuff like that happen, I'll open up the notes in my phone and I'll just kind of jot it down, or I'll like leave a voice memo for a friend all tired, and I'll just be like, deuterium, blah, 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 they'll be like, what is she rambling about? What is she talking about? I've been seeing like a really pretty, like a teal blue. And I don't know if like maybe our regular, like good pure water should be blue and not clear. I don't know if that's a hint. But this really, really beautiful, like an electric blue and kind of a teal blue is what I've been seeing. It's weird when you see these blues. Also, something about somebody had mentioned, how all the synchronicities tie together. Somebody had mentioned they just did some light therapy. So I was wondering if there was some kind of a light therapy that could be done to the water to help with the deuterium levels or something too. All right. And if you want to go to, where's their website? There is a website that's currently working on this problem. And they're reporting on it a lot, and they're keeping people posted and updated. There are ways to like get actual pure water that it doesn't have deuterium in it, or it has lower levels. But the name of their website is ScrewBigGov.com. So you could go there, ScrewBigGov.com. And if you want to get a lot more truths like this, like things that have been kind of hidden from us, a really good source of that is to go to Good Lion TV. So GOODLION TV.com. And they have some pretty remarkable films in there that'll blow your mind as to, what reality really is for us. Anyway. So I have a couple questions that I want to ask intuitively in a second. I'm going to set those here. So I just want to run through the list. Okay, I think I'm done talking about any of that stuff. All right. Don't crash, please. Is there anything, Spirit, that we need to know? Well, actually, I want to go through those hints and clues first. So maybe some of you are actually knowledgeable about this kind of stuff, or maybe some of you will get an intuitive hit about it. We can all work together. We're all trying to figure out our reality right now. So, okay. So the word big, when I looked into deuterium, when I woke up and I was like, is this talking about that water thing again? Like just that word big. I don't know what that meant. Let me just ask. So when you were saying big, does that mean like, if far reaching, they just said far reaching and all consuming? Because it's everywhere. We're breathing it in all the time. still doesn't feel like a warning. It just feels like an education. It feels like something we should know that was happening, kind of like I get chemtrails and all that stuff. Oh, it's in the air we breathe because there's humidity in the air. I mean, it's like, yeah, deuterium. Something. Yeah, maybe the color, maybe it will change color, maybe water will change color, like that thing about that. It's like sky blue. Oh yeah, there was at one point there was like when I tried to, I was like, okay, what is this water like? Like, is there a way to like, I was trying to see if it was like malleable. Like I was trying to play with the energy of like, what are they trying to show me here? And it did kind of seem kind of plasma like what they were showing me. And then at one point I was kind of pushing on the liquid that they were showing me, and it kind of went beep beep dee dee dee, some kind of little beeping sound. And I was like, is it programmable? Like it just made me wonder if water is programmable. We know that it's a conduit, right? So why wouldn't it be? So then I got to thinking that I think it's also really important that we bless our water, that we bliss our water, not bless, be less. No, we want to bliss our water. Can we just have like one of those like programs in the Matrix where we just stick it in the back of our heads and all of our language will be corrected, please? Thank you. Okay, so programmable water they were bringing up, I believe, to remind us that, you know, when we put the intention out with our language, with our thoughts, you know, we have to really be careful what we're saying, what we're thinking, and writing, you know, all of that. But we can hold the glass in our hands and just be like, this glass is pure love. This glass is nothing but beneficial. Everything that I ingest is wonderful for my body and does me wonders and helps me become younger and helps me understand things and helps me like hold information, hold knowledge and hold wisdom and mature. And, you know, this everything in this water is incredibly beneficial to me. I'm about to bring on a guest, by the way. I'm about to bring on a guest who uses light language to program. I don't even want to put it, I don't want to say it wrong. So, but she's like a bioengineer maybe or something that just does incredible things with water. So we are going to bring her on soon. And I'm going to pick her brain as to how she does what she does, because it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. You guys will be like, what? So, but just put your intention, or if you speak light language, some of you guys have been spackling. Some of you have been practicing your own light language. Well, use it with your water. You could even, like, if you're somebody who writes the light language, just like write it on a coaster or write it on a piece of paper and stick it under your water. I mean, limitless possibilities, but people don't even think about it. They just drink whatever they're given through the drive-through or through the bottle of water they think that it's healthy that they're drinking or whatever. It's like, become more conscious of everything that you're doing. Every decision that you're making, everything needs to be of a loving intention. You know what I mean? Especially that which we're ingesting. So something to remember with the beep beep programming thing they were trying to show me. Okay, is it the, oh yeah. Okay. I don't remember if it was the red pill or the blue pill that actually wakes you up to reality. I don't remember. Is it the red pill? No, it's the, I don't know. Whatever. Like I was trying to think of like what's blue that's being pointed to here, because I've been seeing there's a blue light right now recording. So there's just blue is really standing out to me right now too. And when I woke up with this last message last night or this morning, I guess it was 1:11 when I went to leave a message for a friend of mine and started to put it in my phone here. Yeah, what else do we drink? We drink the sun, we drink chi. Can we program it to be good? Yes. Is water supposed to be blue, not clear? Okay, so these are just some of the thoughts I had. Is it a manifestation tool? Obviously. How can it help us manifest? They said, They're showing me like that whole image of how all is one and everything's like all pixelated and it's all one. So we expand ourselves. We expand ourselves when we ingest the liquid, whatever liquid we're drinking. We fill ourselves up with our intention, so it attracts even more of it. And it expands out. How else can it be used as a manifestation tool? Well, I mean, it's used for time travel. It's used for portals. Water is used for, or liquid, or the malleable liquid type substance. It's used for cloning. It's used for, and I think I just posted a video on my Telegram channel about cloning too. That's fascinating if you want to go down another rabbit hole. What else is, it fuels things. Okay. It's too bad we can't use the deuterium as our own clean energy source, right? And it's interesting also that bringing in another clean energy source somehow pushes the deuterium out, like chi or sun. Isn't that interesting? So it's like one fuel replaces the other. It would be interesting if we could find a way to use that fuel for our fuel, like our food. What if we could turn deuterium into food in our bodies? Because I mean, a clean energy fuel. I mean, food is supposed to be a clean energy fuel, isn't it? I mean, like when we're eating vegetables, that's clean, pure energy fuel for our bodies. I wonder if there'd be a way to do that, to where when we're ingesting it, it's actually good for our bodies, like a tablet we could drop in the water or something. Like, I'm just thinking outside the box. I'm just brainstorming. Let's do this together. Throw your comments in. Throw it back in the water like there are plenty of fish out there. That was a weird one. Throw it back in the water like there are plenty of fish out there. What did that mean? Like almost like abundance, something with abundance having to do with like just I don't know. Oh, and then I got 10 of Wands and death, the death card. So I got 2 tarot cards that popped up too. And 10 of Wands and death. 10 of Wands is setting down a burden. And then death would be, I mean, literally it could be like setting down the burden of dying, like we're all dying, we're all deteriorating from this stuff. So, is there, of course there would be. So, or it could be laying down the burden and getting some transformation going, because death is transformation as well. Finally taking action. If you've had an idea like this, like finally actually doing something about it. What else is death about? Like a rebirth. Laying down a burden in a rebirth. Are things about to change? Yes. Are there already people working on this? Of course there are. There's actually in France, they have a way that they're turning it into fusion or something. I don't know where I jotted that down. Yeah, they're using it for fusion. There's so much that can be done with this, you guys. And for you humanitarians out there, I think that's such an incredible idea to run with right now. Okay, so, and I believe when you go to the redemption centers, that you'll be given like a whole list of stuff like this you can work on, like projects that are already going that you can throw money at, Okay, so the 2 questions that I wrote down are, in the future, are we going to be creating efficient machines that extract it from our waters? Yeah, I got a big yes, like duh. Okay, and then the best, cleanest fuel on earth in abundance. Will this be used to deliver unlimited clean energy or fusion? Well, is it going to be used to deliver unlimited clean energy and fusion? Yeah, but I think it might serve a specific purpose, because, I don't think we're going to be using, maybe for cars. We're going to have like flying cars and stuff. We have a lot of catching up to do. We're like 400 years behind where we should be technologically. Don't be shocked, you guys, if you wake up one day and there's like a car flying by. Like, just open mind, open heart, open mind, open heart. You're going to see some trippy things coming up here and just, yeah. So, yeah, it feels like it might be used for something specific like cars or something like that. That's what that kind of feels like. Okay, so let's see what Spirit has to say about this. Well, all right, so a Mary Magdalene card, it kind of seems like a weird thing to pull for, for this subject, but let's see what Mary has to say. Mary's always so wise about everything. So let's just see what she has to say here. What do you want to tell us about Deuterium? Decision. All right. Okay. Decision. And I just looked at the words co-creation. So color, I just saw color again. Okay, no coincidence to these things. And I just saw divine order. So everything is in divine order. You have an important decision to make at present. And the decision you make now will affect many around you for a long time to come. Be sure you know what you really want before you act. Take a few deep breaths. Of course, I didn't bring any water this time or anything to drink. Take a few deep breaths. Take time out to clear your mind, and you will know. We are all part of one creation, energetically interconnected, and therefore what affects one also affects the whole. And I was talking about that, like that pixelated idea that we're all one. Everything you say and do, and everything you fail to say or do, has a flow-on effect. A positive effect can only be achieved by being true to yourself. The right decision is the one that sits comfortably inside your heart. Don't make your decision based on guilt or what you think you should do. Be true to you, for it is only by being true to yourself that you can be true to others. So I think this is a reminder too, for going forward, everything that you do, whether it be your job, your career, your humanitarian project, whatever it is, make sure that it completely and totally aligns with you and what you truly feel passionate about. They just said another. Okay, so what else do you have to say about this, Mary? What do you have to say about Deuterium, please? The resurrection. That's interesting. The resurrection. Went right to it. The real you, right beside the real you. Okay. It may seem like nothing is going your way at present. A vision, plan, or dream seems to be fading beyond your reach. And this has left you feeling confused and disheartened. Yet remember that a higher force lovingly governs every event in your life. This force is the light of your soul, which is full of infinite wisdom. The disappointment you presently feel is your soul's way of helping you to reassess your plan. Your dream is valid and sound, and you deserve to see it fulfilled. However, actualizing your dream may require a change of plan or approach. Check to see if the plan you have adopted truly aligns with your values in your heart. A new approach will soon become evident, an approach that will feel right in every way. So don't give up now. Keep an open mind, and you will accomplish all you ever hoped for. New inspirations are often born in the midst of despair, and sometimes we must surrender our old ways of thinking before a new way is possible. Okay. So again, with the death and rebirth idea, right? Being resurrected, saved. They just said humanity is being saved through eliminating deuterium. All right. Oh, what is that? That's random. Oh. Okay. No, this is just the universe throwing in a little sense of humor here. So I just had three masculine ghoster cards. So if you have a true love that you are, and you may find different meaning in this, but if you have a true love that you are not talking to you right now, they're kind of ghosting you or just aren't expressing themselves to you right now, this could be a little wink. Interrupting our talk about deuterium, or like I said, this could somehow relate to the subject, but we'll see. You are my angel, the guiding light in my ascension, the light at the end of this dark tunnel that I'm in. I'm like a moth to your flame, and I plan to run to you as soon as I overcome this. So they might be overcoming something, but you are inspiring them, or maybe you're going to be an inspiration with your deuterium project. Maybe they're going to be like, oh my gosh, I want to join you. This is incredible. Let's do this. I cry myself to sleep and toss and turn over the separation between us. I miss you so much. It's killing me not to reach out to you. I love you so much. I also know this isn't the time for us to happen just yet. And the last one made me laugh. I hope we're compatible doing certain adult activities because I really need someone open-minded. There are lots of things I'd like to do with you, and I just hope you'll be perceptive or receptive. That's hilarious. So this person misses you just as much and feels just as passionate about you, but you should also feel, maybe this is also an indicator that you and that person that you're thinking of right now might be working on this very project together. So the universe works in mysterious ways, doesn't it? That was in the middle of my world truth deck. Turn forward. Okay, so Spirit, what do you have to say about this deuterium? What can you tell us about deuterium, please? What can you tell us about this deuterium? Okay, two cards just flew out, so I'll take them. Someone's being or going to be blamed or framed for something they didn't do. Look deeper into the situation to find the truth because they're innocent. So yeah, I don't know what that would be. What is this about? Like when deuterium was discovered? No, that was planted. Okay. Is it going to be something? Are you talking about something in the future? No. Something in the past? Yes. Somebody was blamed for something they didn't do involving deuterium. So I don't know. I don't know why they're telling us that. Is there a particular reason that you're telling us about somebody getting blamed? Oh, there might be like somebody might come out with truth about this, and then the mainstream media might put a twist on it saying that they or doing it for ill intentions or something, and they weren't. So, obviously they would be trying to cover this up. So, okay. So just remember, if anybody says anything about, oh, deuterium, that's not bad for you at all. That's, that's just one of those, conspiracy theories or something like that. Just remember that they're doing that on purpose to try to cover that up because they did it in the first place. Okay, this involved copying, cloning, duplicating, reproducing, replicating, or keeping something going exponentially. Were they creating it? Did they create it? Yes, they created it. Who's they? I actually got the feel of like draconians. So was the deuterium put here in the first place by draconians on purpose? Yes. Knowing full well they're bringing us here? Yep. Wonderful. Fantastic. Okay, so it was done intentionally, yes. They're trying to say that it was like the Big Bang Theory, but I just get it now. No. All right. Cover up on top of cover up on top of cover up. All right. The people involved with this, I guess now, are seeing things clearly in the situation. There's no confusion. They know the truth and they're coming from a good place. This will be made evident soon. That could actually talk about that website that's trying to get the news out about this. There is divine intervention and timing at play in this situation. So don't worry. Spirit and or the extraterrestrials are or will step in at just the perfect time. So remember that we got allies out there that aren't going to let us go down. There was dangerous, nefarious artificial intelligence involved in this. That's interesting. It didn't have your best interests at heart. So, okay. So is it still... Does deuterium have nanobots? Yes. Deuterium itself has Does deuterium actually have like the negative artificial AI in it? Oh, one of the ways they were planning to control us. Exactly. They just said exactly. It's one thing that made us programmable. Is this how they were also like trying to control us, like through the TV and stuff like that? Yes. Good Lord. It's the same thing as putting the nanobots in the shots that they've been giving everybody. Same thing. And same thing as them putting it in the chemtrails and all that stuff. They've just been bombarding us from every angle. Grr. Can we please accelerate this to like can we get to the good part where we're rejoicing and celebrating in the streets? There's nothing to fear. There's only an illusion this is only an illusion to assist in the awakening of humanity. So people will find it ridiculous enough to question what's going on and desire a change. Okay. They said, especially if you bless or bliss your water and your food and everything. You are kidding me. You're about to be dancing in the streets celebrating. Thank you. Thank you. That was a direct answer to me saying that. That was so funny. Okay. There. Yeah, they said it's being addressed. It is being addressed. I don't know why I feel like pulling a body card. Would you please place your hand over your heart and say, I love you more often? I love you. I love you no matter how you get stressed over things. I love you when you get defensive. I love you when you know what? I actually had this idea going to bed last night. Thank yourself for all the things thank you for building this beautiful business for yourself. Thank you for becoming completely independent and sovereign of anything or anyone trying to control you. Thank you for standing up for us. Thank you for getting on YouTube and talking about all these things and helping people. Thank you so much. Like, thank yourself. Falling asleep every night. How often do we do that? For all the wonderful things, for making it over that hurdle, for getting all that stuff done today, for seeking out the answers, for asking for help when you need it, for delegating, thank yourself for that. I can hear you complaining, and I'm responding in such a way that proves that you're right. So again, like really watching what we think and what we say. We need to drink less water. That's why they've been pushing it out there. 8 glasses of water a day. You need to be drinking your water. Please pray for me as if what you want has already happened. Thank you, God, that I have a purified body, purified water, that everything that I drink or eat is good for me and beneficial. So make sure that you're praying. Okay. Put that away. Okay, just a couple more cards here. We're going to use the Spirit deck. Any advice, Spirit, on all this? They just said you've stimulated a lot of conversation. So that's exactly what we need to be doing, is talking about this kind of stuff and figuring this out together. The situation could come back around. Oh, no, the situation is just coming back around. So you can choose differently and pass the test. You've evolved past this. You just need to own it. So it's time to react differently to things like this that we hear than we used to. Okay, so what do we do about it? So let's not just be fascinated by it. Whoa, what an interesting subject. Just one of those crazy things that we're realizing nowadays. Instead be like, all right, I'm going to go to that website. I'm going to look deeper into this. How do we make this happen? How do I find out how to do this, that, and the other thing to make it happen? How do I start putting a plan together? Like actually do something. Who do I forward this to? Who do I make aware of this? Maybe I should send this to the city where I live so they're aware. Maybe I should call the drinking company, the water companies. What can I do? Pray as if wow, this is coming up again. Pray as if you've already received what you're asking for and it's yours. This is a totally different deck. So be using the power of prayer. No one else can make you feel or do anything. You either buy into their story or not. If their story makes you feel bad, just choose a better story and take your power back. So remember also not to act like a victim in all this. just look at it from a certain perspective that empowers you and do something from that point of view. You are seeing things clearly and are about to make the right decision. So go for it. Yay. You're getting squeezed out of your comfort zone to spread your wings and fly. Throw your inhibitions out that window and go. When you feel afraid, do the deeper healing work around it rather than just avoiding it. So some of you who've been procrastinating, just do the deeper healing work and get to it. We're all just a work in progress, so cut yourself some slack. Self-love is the nucleus of all that is good. All right, one more. It's again about, other people don't make you feel a certain way. You do. Don't take things so seriously. Just laugh things off and trust a solution will present itself at the perfect time in the perfect way. So you can be praying that. Thank you, God, so much that you're bringing all the perfect solutions at the perfect time in the perfect way to remove deuterium from our environment altogether, and all nanobots and anything that would be that used to be used to try to control us. All right, I think it's time to make that move. What are you waiting for? Just do it. All right. So you better get to it. Some of you, not going to be all of you, but if you're feeling it, go do it. This is you. I'm talking to you. All right. So have yourselves a beautiful day. Hopefully this gave you a little bit of insight, or I don't know, got you thinking. I know I'm thinking. I hope I stopped dreaming about it, because I don't know. It's a little torturous if this continues. So maybe some of you need to start dreaming about it too, and we could share some ideas. So reach out to me on Telegram if you want. Anyway, yeah, have a beautiful day, and I will talk to you the next time I feel inspired to do one of these talks. All right, bye.